I don't even want an official intro for this. I just want to say I'm going to need you angry, misunderstood white people to get off of Kendrick Lamar's case because he gave that girl a perfectly necessary response. She said nigga. He said, I'm gonna need you to delete one word. He wasn't rude. He didn't say anything. He was just like, he was very polite. He was very polite about it. And the crowd had the worst reaction in this situation. And if you're going to say, well, maybe he shouldn't have put the lyrics in it if he didn't want anyone to say it, that's a crock of shit. Because that's basically like me saying, well, if you didn't want anyone to shoot the gun, why'd you put bullets in it? It's up to the person who was put in that situation to do the correct thing. That's just it. I don't see how anyone can sit here and get mad at him for only reciprocating the crowd's response. Now, from my understanding, this all happened in Alabama. In Alabama of all places. Like, Birmingham, like non-civil rights given Alabama. And for them niggas to be like, oh, well, Sherry, I think it's time that we get out of here. She's really crossing lines out here. I don't want to see Kendrick Lamar pull out the strap on us. For them to be flabbergasted by what she said, it kind of shows the state of what she said and how she said it. I can't stand the fact that white people are getting really entitled into telling me and to telling a lot of other black people how we should feel about the N-word. It doesn't equal the same thing, okay? We took it from y'all and we turned it into something positive. Yeah, I know you're saying, well, we still can't use. No, you can't. You can't. That's just how it works. Leave it alone. Like, y'all are getting real bold these days. Like, super duper uber bold. And there's also and let me take a step back and address the song that she was singing in the first place. She was singing Good Kid, Mad City. She was singing Mad City, my apologies, off of the album Good Kid, Mad City. Now, I know y'all still are probably saying, well, he shouldn't have put the lyrics in the song. This is to address that because the song itself is supposed to be a representation of his neighborhood, where he's from. He is from Compton, California. That was Chicago before there was a Chicago. Chicago culture kind of started off in Compton. You know what I'm saying? So, in the song itself was not to champion that type of behavior, how y'all would try to point it out. Well, he's killing niggas in the song. Look at Kendrick Lamar. That is a conscious rapper who came from literally nothing. I want you to look at me in my face and tell me that this man right here killed anyone of his own volition. That he killed anyone with just his willpower alone. The album is titled Good Kid, Mad City because it shows Kendrick Lamar, a good kid in a mad city. Hell, in the first part of Mad City, the chorus is him being checked for being in the wrong neighborhood. That's the entire premise of the song. So he's not sitting here championing the fact that, he's out here killing niggas, putting niggas in body bags, toe tagging shit. Like, he's not doing that. He's out here saying that I was trying to be good, but niggas really forced my hand. People really made me put them on a t-shirt. It was either them or me. This is the attitude that he's promoting. It wasn't championing, it was satirizing or just raising awareness for the way that he grew up. And for you guys to attack him for writing that song to represent himself or whatever, that's one of his best songs. Let's be honest. And then on top of that, the girl didn't even know the verse. She is me and Boogie Ant. She ain't know none of that. She ain't know not what. She just knew where you're from, nigga. Real hard too. That's all she knew. So how are we going to take a step back and go, well, maybe Kendrick Lamar, maybe he should not get so offended. Maybe he should be more tolerant. No, I'm not going for that. I'm tired of this. And what makes it worse is I go to the YouTube video for the exact same song from Mad City, and it's a bunch of trolly ass, little ass white kids going, just coming back to to reminisce on this song or whatever. Like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all doing? Y'all are messing. I went to the song because it is one of my favorite Kendrick Lamar songs, if not the favorite for me. And y'all just made it impossible to look at, impossible to listen to. Because I always check the comments of songs that I'm looking at. And right now, it's flooded with, we're not cool enough for you. Which is a meme started off by the fact that the girl was just like, so I'm not cool enough for you? The fact of you saying nigga had nothing to do with you being cool enough for us. The crowd didn't want you to say that. The crowd in Alabama, KKK land, and you're telling me that you worried about being cool enough? You weren't cool enough for the white people in the crowd. And that's saying a lot. This is Alabama we're talking about. We're talking about cousin loving, backyard shooting, almost as bad as Florida, Alabama. You made them go, ma'am, I think it's time for me to hit the dusty trail. I don't know how I ended up at this Kendrick Lamar concert in the first place, but it's turned into a real ugly scene. Like, I feel like, I just really feel as if y'all need to get off of him. Y'all need to get off of Kendrick. Kendrick did nothing wrong in the situation. Kendrick let everyone have a fair place to speak. Now, was the song that he gave her a little out there? You can say that. I'll let people say that. Maybe the song was a little aggressive. But still, there was two other people that came up before her, and they all expressed the same amount of respect for the N-word that Kendrick did. That Kendrick does. I mean, like, what? I mean, I understand now why people are gonna listen to rap music or whatever, and I'm pretty sure, I'm nearly positive that when they're in their car alone, and that same part from Mad City comes up, they turn into Kendrick Lamar himself on the N-word. So I can't get on them for what they do in private, because I don't know. But what I can do is step up and tell y'all to leave him alone. He did nothing wrong in the situation. He played that situation better than I would have. And I'm a cool, calm, and collected guy. But if she would have came out her mouth the same way, and it was my song, I wouldn't have said anything. I'd have just calmly stepped back behind her. I'd let her keep rapping too. They'd have wondered where I was going. No, I'm just stepping back here. Gonna lace up my shoestring a little bit. Gonna lean on in there and run up behind her and boot her into the crowd as if it was a 60-yard field goal punt. I am not playing with people like that. He did way better than I could. I'm only stepping up to stand up for him now because it seems as if people want to ignore certain aspects of this. They want to ignore the context. They want to just say that Kendrick Lamar was being oversensitive. Heck, I saw one of the comments try to call out all of TDE, and they accidentally called it TGE. So a lot of people are weighing in on this subject and have no idea or no semblance on who Kendrick Lamar is and what he stands for, and don't even know the group he belongs to. These aren't fans we're speaking of. These are just people who come out of nowhere to try to defend white people's use of the N-word. They're just coming out of nowhere. It's like they was like, somebody said the N-word. Time for me to put on my YouTube suit. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Y'all are making it worse. Now, I do have friends. One of my best friends in the world, his name is Jake. But he is half Native American, half white. To me, he's black. But he looks like the whitest guy in the world. And I let him say nigga. I gave him his nigga card. And I guess that's what she meant when, because she knows why people have nigga cars where they could just say the N word or whatever, and that's why she said, "Are we not cool? Am I not cool enough for you?" No, no, hard, no, capital N, no. What is wrong with you people? Like, seriously, is it that hard not to say a word that y'all had used to oppress us for so long, and we just flipped it? That's another thing. Why people stay stealing the culture now? We took one thing from them, and that was the N-word. Blues, jazz, rock, rap. We have pioneered half of the popular culture in America in the first place. And all we ask is that we get to keep the N-word. Can we just say nigga in peace, please? Without you coming out, well, I don't feel like y'all should be offended because you told us that we couldn't say it, and that's kind of like reverse racism. No, none of that. No, I'm not going for any part of that. I really hate the fact that y'all continuously, anytime this conversation comes up, you just see the most obscure white people coming out. Well, why can't I say it? This is kind of reverse racism, wouldn't you say? Like, you have everything else. All we have is rap and basketball. That's all we have. Rap and basketball. That's literally all we got. Y'all got good credit scores, the ability to have all C's and still end up the president. Y'all are asking for two. Y'all can't have it all, huh? I mean, I know. Here's what y'all do. If anything that y'all cannot have, y'all just go to war for it. And I understand. Y'all just used to just running over niggas. I get it. But this time, can we just agree to disagree? Can we just agree that as a matter of fact, no agree to disagree. Let's just all agree that you don't say that anymore. We leave it at that. As a matter of fact, as of today, as of this point in the video, 12 minutes and 34 seconds, I should say, I no longer give out nigga cards. You have to be in this struggle, in this life, for me to even. You have to be the same skin color as me. I'm not handing out any more nigga cards. This don't come free no more. Copying Kendrick. He said this dick ain't free. Well, this N-word ain't free. You got to pay for this. You got to come with me with a K, and I may think about it. Come at me with $2,000, and you might get one. You might want to get one specially made. Get a universal one where you could say it when you're not around me. But other than that, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that Kendrick did nothing wrong. Kendrick did nothing wrong in the slightest, and I'm gonna need everyone to understand that. So I'm gonna outro it right here. I want you to go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give it a like. I don't rant often, but when I rant, I could take a long time to get through with it. I was doing my best not to repeat myself because I go straight off the top of the head, really off the top of the head. So all I shall say now is that y'all just leave a like. You go ahead and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Get me to 100 subscribers by the end of July, please. There's only 6 of them right now. I need a little more. You know what I'm saying? Let me at least get to 10. Jesus Christ. But all right. Tariq out.
Cut the check.